Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty. Welcome to NIEBS Home School. I am Ashis Biswas, an assistant teacher of mathematics in National Ideal Innovation School, morning shift. Today, I am going to take a math class for the student of class 6. Our today's topic is exercise 1.6, CBQ number 24. My dear students, today is our lecture number 20 of annual term, and today's HW number will be 19. So my dear student, we shall start our class. In our class we shall solve a CBQ, which is question number 24. So before starting our class, at first we read the question, and before that you must open your book. In your mathematics book you open page number 44. Okay, I have already written the question on the board. So read this. A farmer has 250 hundredths of land. He cultivated in 3/8 part of it and vegetables in 5/12 part of it. The rest of the land was kept uncultivated. That means a farmer who have 250 hundredths of land, and from these 250 lands he cultivated rice. He cultivated rice in 3/8 part and vegetables in 5/12 part, and the rest of the part was kept uncultivated. Question number A. Find out the portion of the uncultivated land. How can we find out the answer? First of all, he cultivated rice in 3/8 part of it, but here the farmer has 250 hundredths of land. So first of all we convert this 3/8 part into hundredths. Okay. After that we also convert the vegetables in 5/12 part in hundredths. After that we add the part of land which in total he cultivated rice and vegetables. After that we subtract that summation from the total land and we get the answer. I repeat it. First of all we convert this cultivated rice in 3/8 part. We convert this into hundredths. After that we convert 5/12 into hundreds. Then we add this and finally we get a summation, and this summation is subtracted from this 250. After that we get the uncultivated land. I hope you have understood. Next, question number B. If the selling price of rice is less than that of vegetables by taka 2,400, what is the total amount of vegetables that he cultivated, that he sold? My dear students, notice he cultivated vegetables in 5/12 part. We have already converted into hundreds in question number A. So we find out the price of that hundreds of vegetables. Okay. So here you notice the selling price of rice is less than that of vegetables. That means he produced more vegetables than rice. So first of all we find out what amount of more vegetables that he found. After that we use unitary method to find out answer. Okay. Number C. If he would cultivated rice in the whole part of the land, what amount of rice could he have sold? That means the question asks you, if he would cultivated rice. Here you notice he cultivated rice in 3/8 part. We have already converted it into hundredths in question number A. So and the price of cultivated rice is found from question number B. From question number, by using that we use the amount of cultivated rice in the whole land. So we use here also the unitary method. After we get the answer. So my dear students, first of all when you do the solution, then you can easily understand how can solve this math. Okay. So first of all find out the portion of the uncultivated land. My dear students, here he cultivated rice in 3/8 part of it, and cultivated vegetables in 5/12 part of it. So first of all we write given that. He cultivated rice in 3/8 part and he cultivated vegetables in 5/12 part and his total property 250 hundredths of land. Now we convert this 3/8 part into hundredths and vegetables in 5/12 part in hundredths. Now therefore he cultivated rice in 3/8 part of 250 hundredths. Then 3/8 of 250 hundredths. Now my dear students, we cut in 80 2 goes in 4 times. In 250 2 goes in 125. Now left 4/3 5 jar 15, 3 2 jar 6 and on 7 and 3. That means 375 hundredths. 375/4 hundredths. Okay, rice done. Then we find out the amount of vegetable. He cultivated vegetables in 5/12 of 250 hundredths. Now my dear students, we cut this cut by 2 and we get 6 and this cut by 2 we get 1 2 5. Now as a numerator 5 and 125 left, so we multiply these two number. 5 5 are 65, 5 5 are 25, sorry, 5 5 are 25, carrying 2, 5 2 are 10 and 2 12, carrying on 5 1 are 5 are on 2, 625/6 hundredths. Okay. Now my dear students, we find out the total amount of land in which he cultivated rice and vegetables in total. So in total he cultivated rice and vegetables (375 divided by 4 plus 625 divided by 6 hundredths. I hope you have understood. Now we add this. Here you notice First of all, we find the LCM of 4 and 6. And the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. So in 12, 4 goes in how many times? 4 goes in 3 times. So now we multiply this 3 with this 375. And 3 5s are 15, carrying 1. 3 7s are 21, and on 2. And 3 3s are 9, and 2 11. I repeat, 3 5s are 15, carrying 2, 3 7s are 21, and on 22, carrying 2, 3 3s are 9, and 2 11. So plus, in 12 6 goes in 2 times. This 2 is multiplied with this one. 5 2s are 10, carrying 1, 2 2s are 4 and 5, and 6 2s are 12. Okay, I hope you have understood these hundreds. Now we add this 12, 0 5, and it will be 5, 5 2, it will be 7, 2 1, it will be 3, 1 and it will be, so 2375 by 12 part. In 2375 by 12 part, hundreds of land he cultivated rice and vegetables in total. Now we find out the portion of uncultivated land. His total land was 250 hundreds. So we subtract this 2375 by 12 from this 250, and we get the portion of uncultivated land. So the portion of uncultivated land is, so 250 minus 2375 divided by 12, so hundreds. My student, now we do subtraction. Here 12 is the LCM, so there is a 1 as a denominator of 250. So we divide this 12 by 1 and we get 12. This 12 is multiplied with this 250. So 12 zeros are 0, 12 5s are 60, carrying 6, 12 2s are 24, and 6 3000 minus 2375. Here you notice 7 to 10, it will be 5, carrying on, this one is added with 7, it will be 8, 8 to 10, it will be 2, carrying on, and this one is added with 3, and it will be 4, 4 to 10, it will be 6, carrying on, this one is added with this 2, and it will be 3. If we subtract 3 from 3, then it will be 0. So 625 by 12 part, and this is the answer. 625 by 12 part. My dear student, this is lengthy, but it is so easy. If you do 2 or 3 times, then it will be clear to you. So I repeat this. First of all, you write given that in which portion he cultivated rice and in which portion he cultivated vegetables. After that, you convert that part into hundreds, and finally you add this. After adding, you get a summation, and this summation is subtracted from his total lands, and you get the amount of required uncultivated land. I hope you have understood. My dear students, we need this. He cultivated rice in 375 by 400, he cultivated vegetables in 625 by 600. To solve the question number B and C. So we write this in portion. Rice 375 by 4. Vegetables 625 by 6. Total okay, 625 by 12. Okay. Now I erase this to solve question number B. My dear students, first read the question number B. If the selling price of rice is less than that of vegetables by taka 2400, what is the total amount of vegetables that he sold? So before starting to solve this math, at first we write in how many hundreds of land he cultivated vegetables. Okay, so first of all write from A we get he cultivated vegetables in 625 by 6 hundredths of land. So the selling price of rice is less than that of vegetables by taka 2400. So first of all we find out the amount of portion of land in which portion he cultivated more vegetables than rice. So more land he used to cultivate vegetables than rice is here 5 by 12 minus 3 by 8 portion. Now my dear students, we do subtraction. The LCM of 12 and 8 is 24. In 24, 12 goes in 2 times. That means 5 2s are 10. In 24, 8 goes in 3 times. 3 3s are 9 and the minus sign is here. Portion. That means 1 by 24 portion. Now my dear students, you notice this 1 by 24 portion, we convert this 1 by 24 portion into hundreds. Now 1 by 24 portion of 250 hundreds. Next 1 by 24 of 250 hundreds. Now we cut. Here you notice 24 and this is 250. So cut this by 2 and it is 12. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. That means left 125 by 12 hundreds. Okay, I hope you have understood. Now you notice the price of this portion vegetables is taka 2400. I repeat, the price of this 125 by 12 hundredths vegetables is taka 2400, and we need to find out the price of the vegetables which produced in 625 by 600 land. So my dear students, in order to solve this, I erase this first portion of the land. Question, first portion of the question. So the price of 125 by 12 hundredths. Vegetables is taka 2400. Now the price of 1/100 of vegetables is taka. Notice as once, so we do division. So 12 divided by 125. Next, the price of this one, that means 625 by 600 of vegetables by taka, 24 multiplied by 12, then 620 multiplication will be happen by 125 multiply 6. Now we cut. Here you notice in 12 6 goes in 2 times. In 625 125 goes in 5 times. Now we multiply. 2 5 jar. Sorry. This will be 2400 multiply 12. 2400 multiply 12. Now you notice 5 2 jar 10. This 10 is added with this, and it will be taka 24, and it is the required answer. I hope you have understood. My dear students, after solving you must write answer. 24,000 taka. So we shall go to our next question. First of all, you write, notice, if we cultivated rice in whole part of land, what amount of rice could he have sold? From B you notice the selling price of rice is less than that vegetables by taka 2400, and the amount of vegetable, the total price of amount of vegetables is 24,000. So if we subtract this 2400 from 24,000, then we get the price of rice which is cultivated in 3/8 part of land. So first of all we write C. Given that he cultivated rice in 375 by 4 hundredths of land. Now the price of rice in 375 by 4 hundredths land is, how can we find? By subtracting 2400 from 24,000, which we already found from question number B. Zero 0 4 to 10, it will be 6, carrying 1, this one is added with this 2, and it is 3 3 2 4 1 and 2. So taka 21,600. Now we write now the price of rice in 375 by 4 hundredths land is taka 21,600. The price of rice in 1/100 land is taka. We do division. That means 21,600 multiply 4 divided by 375. Now the question asks you if he would cultivated rice in the whole den. Here whole den is 250. So the price of rice in 250 hundredths land is taka. Notice 21600 multiply 4. Here multiplication will be happen, that means 250 divided by 375. Now my dear students, we cut this by 25. In 250, 25 goes in 10 times. In this 25 goes in 25 on the 25 and 25 5s are 125. Now we cut this number again by 5. 5 2s are 10 and 5 3s are 15. And now we cut this by these 3. 3 7s are 21 and 3 2s are 6 and this 2 0 is here. Now we multiply. 4 2s are 8. That means 7200 multiply 8 taka and multiply 0 0 8 2s are 16 carrying 8 2s are 16 carrying 1. 8 7s are 8 7s are 56. 56 and 1 57. So the answer is 57,600 taka. This is the answer. Taka 57,000, 6,000. I hope you have understood. My dear students, this question is lengthy, but if you do 1 or 2 times, then 2 times or 3 times, then it is easier for you to solve. So first of all, you read the question. After that, you make a plan how to solve this question. Then you pick up this question. After that, you want to memorize. Okay. Then you do this calculation 2 or 3 times. Then it will be easier for you. So my dear student, this is your CW and this is your SW also. You must do your essay in SW in SW copy and submit it regularly by your guardians or any other person. So my dear students, keep practicing at home, abide by your parents. See you soon. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.